Overtraining? Overtraining? You're worried about overtraining? You softer than baby shit, mother... Good old overtraining. That's what we're talking about today. Some of my favorite people in the fitness space have mocked overtraining, mocked the concept of it, the idea of it, the possibility of it. They'll be like, I've just never seen it. I've just never seen it. I'm just that fucking hardcore, dude. And the people I run with, they're also that hardcore. I've never seen that shit. One of my favorite people, CT Fletcher is the man. He is a legend. How many people has CT Fletcher inspired to get their life on track, to bang some freaking arms? He is one of the most motivational people in the game. CT is the man. And he did a podcast a while back with, what's that mind pump guy? Val? That doesn't sound right. Saul. The mind pump guy, Saul. I think that's his name. And it's one of those things where everyone has so much love and respect for CT. I don't think they want to give too much pushback because he's challenging him with, I've never seen it. What do you think? And he's like, well, yeah, of course there's like nuances, and it's so fucking stupid. Let's destroy the myth right here, right now. You're going to take your 10 rep max on squats, on back squats. 75% of your 1 rep max. That should be your 10 rep max. You're going to do that for a set of 10 to 12, as long as it takes to get those 2 additional reps. It's like kind of rest pause. You're standing there dying. Oh my God, I'm going to like throw up. I'm freaking out. And you squeeze out, you eke out another rep or 2. After that, you're going to rest 90 seconds. You're going to unrack that same weight, and you're going to do it for as many as you can. Maybe you get like 5 or 6 on this one. After that, you're going to rest 2 minutes. You're going to unrack it. You're going to do it for like 2 to 3 reps. It feels infinitely heavier than it did on that first set. You're going to rack it, rest 2 minutes. You're going to unrack it. Now you only get it for 1. Wow, this is getting out of control. This is getting crazy. You're going to rack it. You're going to take 10% off of that. And then you're going to repeat the process for 5 more sets, continuing to squat until it goes from sets of 6 to 4 to 2 to 1. You're going to take 10% off of that. You're going to repeat the process. You're going to rep it out until it brings it all the way to a set of 1. You're going to... Hey, this is just your first main lift. This is just your first main lift. After that... Now we're switching it up. We're getting creative. You're going to set a 3-minute timer. Go grab lunges that you would normally do for like a set of 8 to 10. And you're just going to keep lunging for 3 minutes. Rest is needed. Like just standing there dying. You're throwing up by this point. Your legs are just like deer legs shaking all over the place. And you're going to do 5 sets of that. This is getting so stupid. We could get real silly with the examples. And after that insane workout, I'm not even going to go through all the other dumb stuff I had in mind to say. After that insane workout, guess what you're doing tomorrow? The exact same workout, and you're going to add weight to everything you just did. That's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Yes, overtraining exists. It's so stupid. And then I've heard in the bodybuilding world, overtraining doesn't exist. Undereating does. Get your weight up, homie. Get your weight up, homie. Get your plate up, homie. Load it up. Get that white rice and that white meat, that chicken. Get that sauce on it. I know you're tired of chewing. Add some more sauce. Make it juicy. Eat your way out of overtraining. That is so stupid. That leg example I just gave. I don't care how much you eat that day. If you try to repeat that workout the next day, guess what it's going to be? It's going to be some overtraining. Now let's get to more practical examples. Just recently, I enjoyed a season of overtraining, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was very therapeutic. It was fun to push my limits, see what I could really do. I made a video about it not too long ago. Preemptive, I'll admit, because I'm talking about how great it is and how I'm just getting even better and better results. I'm just looking better and better. I went from doing push-pull legs Monday through Saturday to adding a little bonus arm workout on Sunday to, hey, don't even call it a bonus workout. Let's make it a real arm workout on Sunday. And then I started doing bonus workouts on all the other days. Extra arm workouts, extra leg workouts, and I'm doing cardio. And I will admit that I was looking better and better and better, but the reason for that is because I had the damn infinity pump. I was never not doing something with some damn weights. So I had veins like 24/7 because blood was constantly being pumped into my freaking system. So in the short term, yeah, I was looking crazy, but it's because every damn 2-3 hours I'm lifting again. Is that real results? And even with all that, there was progressive overload happening. There was progress being made on lifts. And that's ultimately the biggest thing that I would invite you to look at if you're trying to decide, am I doing too little or too much? How consistently are you making progress? And because even with all that training, and it's so therapeutic, I'm on cloud 9 every day. I'm just euphoric as a motherfucker because I love training. Clearly, when I was doing the extra workouts and the Sunday workout, and then doing third workouts, I wasn't forcing myself to do it or hating it. I was loving it. I fucking love working out. That's my issue, is I love working out. Can be my issue. Because of that, it was very hard to truly be objective and say, is this really legit? Is this really working or is it not working? Is this helping or is it hurting? And I would see little spurts of, look, I added 5 pounds to that. I added a rep to that. So it's not hindering my progress. I'm just going to run it up. And then my conscience, my inner dialogue's like, dude, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Look at your logbook over the last 3 months. You're in a surplus. You've gained almost 20 pounds. And ask yourself if the progress you made could have been more over that span of time. And I looked at the logbook. I really thought about it. Okay, I've gained 20 pounds. I was making progress even on my cut. Even when I was losing weight, there was little spurts of progressive overload. So in the time span of a few months, gaining 20 pounds, there should be a shitload of progressive overload. There should be an insane amount of progress. Is that what's in front of my eyes while I look at this logbook? And the answer was no. The answer was no. I've since pulled back. The hardest thing for me to do is to pull back. I've almost gone the other way. I'm running this as an experiment. I'm going to give it about the same time frame, 3 months, and see what happens. Now I'm doing 3 on, 1 off, which makes it asynchronous and really weird with the 7-day week, and the workouts are on different days, and that's kind of a weird brain thing, but I've done that before, and it can work. And it's a little early to say, but I feel stronger in the gym, 100%. And this is the thing. So a micro version of rest and recovery would be your rest times between sets. What is going to get you more reps if you're doing 3 sets of bench press in like the 5 to 8 range? Resting 60 seconds or 3 minutes? Definitively, without question, 3 minutes. So if you bench press every day, or every 3 days, or every 7 days, or every 9 days, which one of those in that broad spectrum, which one of those scenarios is going to help you do more reps with more weight over time? probably something towards the end of that example. If I take a huge breath in and go to blow out some birthday candles, am I going to blow out more birthday candles than if I take a 100%? You got more. And I even I said in my last video talking about, I love this high frequency shit. I'm like, more is more. More is more, not less. More will always be more. Well, more rest and recovery will always be more. It goes just as much in line with that as the training. More recovery will never be less recovery, right? More rest time will always be more rest time, not somehow simultaneously less. Like, more rest will always have you more prepared for the next set versus less. And again, what I find is the people that are very into overtraining, they're usually like the really intense, hardcore mindset people, trying to just toughen everyone up, stop being so soft. And there would be some good examples, like what? Some extra shoulder work later in the day, extra lateral raises. That's what's going to put you out of commission. That's what's going to have you getting bad results. Does that make sense? And I would go, well, no, it's not that systemic fatiguing. Okay, that's true. How much could it really take away from what I could do the next day? Can't be that much. But this is the thing. The only way to truly verify that is if you do both. If you do both. I know a lot of people that do a lot and make progress. And so when they see themselves do that, much like I was seeing myself do that to an extent, they go, hey, this works. It's working for me. The only way for those people to know if they can make even more progress with more rest would be by doing that. You have to test it out. A lot of people get great results in spite of themselves. A lot of people make things work in spite of it being a bad plan. And they might look pretty good, they might be pretty strong, but could they have an even better result if they did a little less? The only way we could all know that, including them, is if they did that. So that's what I'm doing now. A little more rest, a little less psychotic training. And it's funny, as I was thinking about all this, on the very rare occasion that my wife is like, dude, I just need you for the entire day. Can you not work out today? It doesn't happen very often. My wife's amazing. She knows how much I need this stuff for this, and that it's part of my career, and so on and so forth. But every time that would happen, that next workout, I would feel like a god. I would feel like a god. I remember this one workout in particular. I PR'd my wide weighted pull-ups. The weight that I had been getting for like a pretty tough set of 3, I got for 5 or 6. I'm like, holy shit, that's a big increase. And it's so funny, this was a long time ago, and I remember thinking, so more rest really does make you stronger. And then what did I do? I went right back to my high frequency bullshit. You got to look at it like this. What is going to prepare you? What is going to give you the best chances of doing more on your next workout with whatever that lift is? Is it really doing more and more and more, or is it doing a little bit less? Overtraining. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, it exists. Can you make progress even in the midst of overtraining? Yes. Can you possibly make even better progress by not overtraining? Yes. Which one should you do? How do you know? How do you find out? What's too much? What's too little? What's right in between? You have to do all three. You have to find out for yourself. Are intensity techniques, drop sets, rest, pause, are those really the secret to building more muscle? How can you know? By doing them for a decent amount of time. Anything in training, different splits, styles, volume, intensity like we're talking about. You can't do it for a workout or a week and then look back and say, okay, is this better or worse? Like, it needs to be, I would say, at least 3 months before you can truly objectively look at it and go, this is better or worse, or whatever the case is. So, are you overtraining? Are you undertraining? You need to go through the gauntlet. You need to experiment and find out for yourself. If you don't want to worry about any of that shit, you just want to give someone who has years and years of experience, someone who works with real clients in person and online. They see feedback from different body types, different age ranges, male, female, whatever. If you want someone to take the reins, lead you down the straight and narrow path, you would get a coach. You would work with me. Funny story here, funny example as we're talking about this. My clients get fantastic results, my in-person clients, right? My sessions are an hour long, and the highest frequency I have is like 4 times a week. Or at least that's the highest frequency someone's done with me. I have an unlimited plan if someone wanted to do 5 or 6. But anyways, there's a very built-in capped amount of what they can do. And guess what? All my people are strong as shit. All my people make crazy progress. It's built into the system that they cannot overtrain. And over the years, I've always looked at that and been like, damn, I wonder how much better off I would be if I had a cap, if I had a cutoff. Spend this many minutes, you're done. Spend this many workouts in the week, you're done. Overtraining exists, undertraining exists. There's such a broad spectrum of the type of results you can get. If you want to figure it out for yourself and experiment, and do that. If you want me to take the reins, get you the best results you've ever had, build the most muscle, burn the most fat, keep you on the straight and narrow path, we can do that. Fill out the form on my website. It's linked in the description. I hope that helped. Let me know what your thoughts are on overtraining, what your experience might be, and I'll see you in the next one.